Why Harley Davidson? So I'm going to start this video off by telling you about the first motorcycle I bought, which was a used 2008 Honda VTX 1800. My nickname for that bike was the two-wheel Mustang because it was fast. That was an amazing bike. It was a good-looking bike. I really enjoyed learning how to ride on that bike. I took a few trips with the bike, and one day I decided I'm going to take a trip from Memphis to Milwaukee. This bike had no radio, no ABS, let's see, no cruise control. I did have a glass windshield, no foot pegs, no lower fairings, no bags, no tour pack. But that wasn't the issue. I had a flat tire about 4.5 hours into that trip and got my first taste of the death wobble, got my first taste of having a blowout at freeway speeds. It was very scary, but I was able to stop the bike safely, got over to the curb. After calming down, getting my heart rate back down, I had to figure out what I was going to do. And so I found a local Honda dealer. It was about 10 miles away. I'm like, perfect. The motorcycle gods love me today because this is going to be very easy. So I called this Honda dealer and I explained my situation. I got a flat stuck on the side of the road. Their response was, well, we don't have any tires, but if you can find one, we can put it on for you. And I'm like, well, where am I supposed to find a tire? And the guy says, well, I'm not sure, but you need to get here quick because we're closing in a couple of hours. And I was like, okay, well, gee, thanks a lot. So I called my insurance company, got a tow truck on the way. So I got that part covered, but now I've got to find a tire. So I'm looking, doing some searches online, and I come across a Harley dealership. And I'm like, oh boy, what are the odds they're going to help me out because I'm on this Honda? I'm like, but I got to try it. So I called them, explained to them I'm on the side of the road and I got a flat. And their first response was, are you okay? Are you in a safe location? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And then their next statement was, well, do you want us to come and pick you up? And I'm like, whoa, well, I need to let you know that I'm on a Honda. And the guy says, okay, do you need us to come and pick you up? And I was blown away. I couldn't believe what I was hearing about how awesome they were being and really wanted to help me out. And I explained to the guy, I already had a tow truck coming and I really just need a tire. And he says, okay, well, what size tire are you looking for? And I told him, and he's like, I got them in stock. I'm going to set one aside for you and put your name on it. It's here waiting for you. It was that easy. That's the kind of customer service that really attracted me to Harley because I've actually been in the auto industry for a long time and I have not heard anybody tell stories like that about any other kind of company. It was really amazing. I think Harley Davidson has customer service nailed. They do it better than anybody else. And the other big advantage for Harley Davidson, and this is probably a bit cliche, but I think in every zip code, you're going to find a post office, a church, and a Harley dealer. They're everywhere. And a lot of them, most of them, or maybe not most of them, but a lot of them are really destinations in and of themselves. And they all have unique designs. And one common thing that I found at all the Harley dealers I visited is the cool people that you meet at a Harley dealership. It was just absolutely amazing. I could tell you a ton of different stories about how many awesome people and awesome stories that you hear just talking to people at the dealership. And I think that's one of the things that makes Harley so valuable to me. It's just a network of people that are out there and the availability of dealerships all over the place in case you get in trouble. Because anything could happen to any bike. So that's really the key reason I chose Harley. In fact, that day, I knew I was going to buy a Harley. There was no second thought in my mind. I'd considered other brands, but I'm like, nope, no other brand offered to come pick up my Honda the way that Harley dealer did. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stick with Harley because if that's how they treat their customers, I want to be in that family. And that's exactly the feeling you get when you go visit a Harley dealership. I was driving on another road trip. I was by myself, got sleepy. I'm like, man, I'm going to stop somewhere and just rest for a little while. Lo and behold, there's a Harley dealership. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go over there and just hang out. I go in there and I say, oh, I just need to chill out for a minute. Getting a little tired. That points me to a couch. I'll go relax. And that's exactly what I did. I took a nap at the freaking Harley dealership. I mean, there's just so many stories that I have in my short riding career with great experiences at a Harley dealership. And that's why I've stuck with Harley Davidson. This is my first, oh, no, correction. This is my first Harley, my 2018 Road Glide. I've put about 76,000 miles on this bike since I've had it. This is my 22 Street Glide. I've got about 6,000 miles on that one. So I enjoy long distance riding, and it is so good to know that no matter where you are, there's a Harley dealer. There's probably a Harley dealer not too far away. And again, that's why I'm going to stick with Harley Davidson. So I didn't put this video together to bash any other company. I just wanted to share my story about why I chose the bikes that I have. So why did you choose your bike? What attracted you to the brand of bike you have? Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me hear your story. This is Q. I'm riding, I'm wrenching, and I am out.